everybody, welcome to Keys Outdoors. I'm Mike Keys, and on this week's show, Steve Jensen and I were lucky enough to draw Illinois bow tags. So what we did is we went down early October to get a lay of the land. Now the land that we were hunting, we did a lot of research on. It was some CRP land, about 100 acres, and it was just geographically the ultimate. And what I mean by that is that it was a perfect funnel. Now one of the things that we at Keys Outdoors pride ourselves on is the fact that we hunt a lot of public hunting grounds. And if one does his research, you'll find out that there's a lot of great opportunities in the upper Midwest for public hunting. We went down the first week of October because we wanted to get a lay of the land, and that's exactly what we did.
Still working on scouting out this property. We just looked at the main block of woods to the west here, and we found two major points that we really like a lot and we're probably going to use. Now we're going to check the other side of the property for a piece for in the morning, so that way we can spread out our hunting pressure and not pressure the same block of woods both morning and evening. We'll take a look, see what it looks like.
Alright, so this is what we're doing right now. Perfect bottleneck that comes up through here. Got bean field on one side, bean field on the other, cornfield right up here. Everything just kind of funnels right down into this open area here of high grass. A lot of trails coming through here. This is where we're going to set up. So tomorrow morning, this is going to be our morning stand. We're thinking those bucks are going to feed back off those fields and work their way back through into the thick brush behind us here. Alright, it's the opening of the Illinois bow season. Last night we drove around. We didn't see a great number of deer. We seen 3 bucks, but we're going to go down there. We've got a great location. We'll see what happens. Beautiful morning, high skies, no clouds. Well, that's the end of our second day, beginning of the opening Illinois bow season. Seen a bunch more does, probably the same animals that we've been seeing as of yesterday. So one more sit tonight and then we're out of here until the rut. But you know, we really just wanted to come down here and scout this out and take a good look and see what kind of animals are here. So we know some big ones are. So we'll just go from there. So now it was time for the rut. After what Steve and I seen that opening weekend, we were very confident that come the rut, there'd be a lot of buck activity funneling through this system that we found.
Was pretty cool. A small buck just chased a little doe out. He was pretty interested in her, chased her all the way down this opening here. So first deer we've seen today, it's probably almost 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. We're gonna sit it out. Hopefully a nicer buck will come down that same trail.
We've been dealt just a bunch of bad weather. If it isn't high winds, it's rain. We're slipping back in day 5, Illinois, evening hunt. We're changing up stand locations. We're going in nice and easy. Really excited. We're seeing one nice shooter buck that we're both trying to get. And we're gonna position ourselves probably about 500 to 750 yards apart. Steve's gonna be on one knoll, and I'm gonna be down into like a little draw, and that's where we've seen him. He's got some scrapes in there. I don't know, it all comes down to this. We're running out of time. So on the 5th day, I snuck back in there beyond the creek, about 150 yards in, and lo and behold, I found an unbelievable primary scrape. You can find scrapes like that are just worked up. These are not small scrapes. These are scrapes that are 5, 6, 10 feet in diameter. What a primary scrape is you have a multitude of bucks, a community scrape, if you will. You've got all kinds of deer coming into that scrape all day long. Was telling me that he was in there. I just had to find him. Steve decided to stay out in the CRP grass, and for good reason. We were constantly seeing deer there. The footage that you're going to see is incredible. On a small buck that came in and was in the mood for love.
Well, that was pretty funny. Tell you what, decoys do work, I guess. I decided to put the decoy out this morning, and man, was he in love with her. Too bad it wasn't his dad. I'm gonna have to sneak down and put her back up. I've seen 2 bucks this morning. It's about 10:15. Sun's starting to break through. It is real windy today, but it's a lot colder than it has been the last few days. I think the bucks are moving today. We're gonna spend all day in our stand and see what happens. Hopefully the next one coming down the trail will be the one we're after.
On this week's show, Steve Jensen and I were lucky enough to draw bow tags for the Illinois bow season. Illinois has been very good to me in the past. My biggest buck came out of Illinois. That buck scored 160 inches for an 8-pointer. It had 29 3/4 inch main beams. That's just unheard of. Come the rut, one of the things that you want to focus on are these natural funnel areas. And we found this perfect piece of real estate, 100 acres of CRP land that was public hunting ground. What a guy won't do to shoot a trophy deer. It is pouring rain. I've been in the stand for 6 hours, seen one small buck. Everything's steaming up. I'll tell you what, it's rough out here. I'm probably gonna have to call it a day. I mean, not good for the camera gear. As you can see, the lens is fogging up real bad. We're hunting a big whitetail deer here, man. Well, it's day 6 of our Illinois hunt, and I'll tell you what, it's been tough. We've seen 3 nice bucks, seen a lot of deer, but all small, small bucks, nothing worth shooting. It's 12 noon. About a half an hour ago, I had a doe come through by herself. Was hoping maybe there'd be a buck behind her, but there wasn't. She just cut right behind me here. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing here. I'm sitting in this bottleneck, along the creek. There's scrapes, 3 major scrapes. I've watched 2 different bucks come in and freshen them up, but they're small bucks. Just waiting for one big boy to come through. That's all you can do. But man, I bet you we lost at least 15 degrees from yesterday to today. High winds. It's a 7-day hunt for us, and it really hasn't been conducive as far as the weather goes. I mean, we've had high winds to deal with 3 of the 7 days, and then we had rain. We got basically rained out. So we've only been able to hunt maybe 3-4 days, all day sits the whole time. We're seeing plenty of deer, but
just nothing big enough. I'm sitting in a perfect bottleneck here. We'll see what happens. I mean, running out of time. I've got tonight and all the rest of today, and then tomorrow till about noon, and then we're done. And then we're heading home to the Wisconsin gun season. $15 yards. Unbelievable. I'm just sick. I am just sick. I'm freaking shaking like a leaf, man. What a beast.
Now there's about 3 shots in my life that I would like to have back, and this is definitely one of them. Oh man. I doubt if he'll come back through there, although he is in our chunk of woods now. So we'll see, but just to get a shot like that and then blow it is just beyond me. I mean, probably my 3rd largest deer ever he would have been. And I blew it. I totally blew it. Well, everybody, that concludes this week's show of Keys Outdoors. And if you get an opportunity to go down there and bow hunt, trust me, dreams are made down there. Till next week on Mike Keys, I don't know where we're going to be, but I do guarantee you this, like always, it will be an adventure.